Welcome back. Off the Record starts right now. On the OTR panel this week, we have Kyle Mullen and Bill Ballinger, along with Chris Christoph. Now here's the rundown. The governor sends an EM into Detroit. The U.S. Senate scramble continues, and later on, the issue of human trafficking with the chair of the House Criminal Justice Committee, Representative Kurt Heise. All this and more coming up right now, Off the Record. All right, the scramble in the U.S., so what a great story this is. We're in week number 2. Who's out now? Who dropped out this week?
Well, I think the big name, of course, was Scott Romney, Michigan State University, former trustee, has decided he's not going to run. But he said,
brother to Mitt Romney?
Of course, but he said, well, what about my daughter, though? Ronna Romney McDaniel. So that's a new name in the mix.
That's a stretch.
It doesn't have the same cachet as Scott Romney.
Were you surprised Romney got out?
I was surprised he was even considering it. I just didn't think there was a snowball chance in hell he'd ever run. And
well, he thought about it seriously.
Well, I don't think you're thinking about it that seriously if 24 hours later you say, I'm out. I mean, we're talking, long periods of time. We're talking November of 2014. Yeah. If you make a decision within 24 hours, I may be looking at it, I'm out. I don't think that's serious.
How did you buy that? Or did you?
By the Romney?
The Romney thing?
No, I was surprised to hear it too. That was, sort of the celebrity name of the day. Yeah. I mean, from all that's been said and written, if this isn't a Mike Rogers, Gary Peters race for now, I don't know what
like that. I had the Romney bumper sticker. I'm not my brother.
That's not bad.
You like that? I got some flack on that. That was meant to be a funny thing, folks, okay?
I almost laughed. I laughed when you told it to me 3 days ago.
Yes, well, I've been working on it. Okay. I've been working on my delivery.
You know what, though? I just want to get on what Chris said there. We can't underestimate Justin Amash, though. I mean, especially if this is a crowded Republican field, he has got some real hardcore disciples out there.
But do the establishment R's want him with that nomination, Mr. Mullen?
No, of course they don't.
Why not?
Well, he's uncontrollable. I mean, he's his own guy. He comes from the Ron Paul.
That's why they love him.
Paul. Yeah, he's a disciple. He's kind of seen as the heir apparent in the House for Ron Paul, and they absolutely don't want that. But you get a crowded primary field, all of a sudden he's the favorite as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think you even have to have a crowded primary field. I think he would be a major threat to win the nomination for the Republicans in a 2-3 person race.
And the Democrats would go bring him on.
They would.
Oh, absolutely.
One number to keep in mind. In the last election for Congress, across all of Michigan, 2.3 million Democrats voted. 2.1 million Republicans voted. That's a basic problem the Republicans have. And it's a different race than a gubernatorial race.
And are you saying if you put a Justin Amash on the ticket, they lose this race? Are we saying that?
Well, it'd be more difficult.
Yeah, it would look that way in November of 2014, the general election.
He'd be fun to have around.
Yeah, absolutely.
From a media standpoint.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Of course, they all would. And speaking of fun, let's call in our guest, Representative Kurt Heise is a Republican from Plymouth. He chairs the House Criminal Justice Committee and serves on the Elections, Transportation, and Judiciary panels. He holds his law degree from the U of M and a master's degree in law from Wayne State. He is also a former city official and consultant.
I wanted to ask you about the influence of the Tea Party in the Republican Party right now. How do you view that? Is it healthy?
Sure. The Tea Party folks are a major component in the party. Very active. It's a lot of our grassroots support is Tea Party based, and we have a big tent.
They put a lot of pressure on you guys not to vote for things like roads, health exchange, Medicaid expansion. Does that kind of put you guys in kind of a fringe position in the House when having to take votes?
No, I look at the Tea Party as another group of very concerned individuals who are attempting to influence government.
Who have undue influence on the party?
No, I don't think so. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I talk to groups throughout the state, Tea Party, labor unions, you name it.
Who's your U.S. Senate candidate?
Well, it's pretty early right now. I guess Mike Rogers would be my front runner, but things can change.
What if Justin Amash, who is a real kind of Tea Party / libertarian conservative candidate, got in the race? Could you support him with enthusiasm?
Well, in a primary right now, I would look at Mike Rogers again, but whoever wins the party nomination, I support.
Why would you
our
prefer
team.
Rogers over Amash?
I like his experience. I like his foreign policy experience, his work on CIA and defense issues.
Would Justin Amash have a much more difficult time winning a general election?
Well, I think only in the context that he might be a newer face, less known, especially in my market in Southeast Michigan.
His philosophy would not cost him votes.
I think his philosophy is a little bit, more libertarian than Rogers, but I think it would be consistent with our Big Ten.
Representative, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the show. Also, thanks to Chris and Kyle and Bill. Next week on the program, Ruth Johnson, Secretary of State. See you then.
Production of Off the Record is made possible in part by a grant from Truscott Rossman, Michigan's only bipartisan strategic communications firm, serving statewide, national, and international clients from their offices in Lansing, Detroit, and Grand Rapids. TruscottRossman.com. By the Michigan Food and Beverage Association in conjunction with the Michigan Business and Professional Association, working together for its members. Membership information on the web at mishbusiness.org. And by Hager Fox Heating and Air Conditioning Company, providing solutions and choices for our clients' comfort for over 70 years. Hager Fox and Bryant, for whatever it takes. HagerFox.com.
MLive Media Group, providing real-time Michigan news, sports, business, and entertainment at mlive.com. Tim Skubik blogs about Michigan politics daily at mlive.com. Off the Record can be seen online anytime at video.wkar.org. Episodes on DVD are also available for purchase.
Michigan public TV stations have contributed to the production costs of Off the Record with Tim Skubik.